Santa Teresa Division football takes center stage at Silver Creek High School today on CreaTV Sports. The 2-3 Leigh Longhorns will square off against the 3-2 Silver Creek Raiders. He's Darren Arbett. I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Good afternoon. Leigh is in a three-way tie for fourth place with Live Oak and Westmont. The Longhorns have relied on their senior running back, Levon Donald, to lead the way all season long.
I really like him. He's done it all for this team. He has 816 yards, 8 touchdowns. He was first team all-league last year. Look for him to be all over the field today.
Silver Creek went 6-1 in the West Valley Division last year. The Raiders have done well after moving up, thanks in part to the play of senior Eric Troughton.
Really like him. The big tight end, 6'1", 195-pound senior. 10 tackles per game, Kirsten. 700-yard receiving yards already this year. He's doing a great job. He's a 3-year starter. They really like him as a captain for this football team.
Can the Longhorns extend their 2-game winning streak, or will the Raiders protect their new home turf? Find out next when we return for the opening kickoff on CreaTV Sports.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank Councilmember Donald Rocha for his generous contribution towards the coverage of high school football. It's because of our contributors that CreaTV Sports is able to cover high school football throughout the city of San Jose.
Welcome to Silver Creek High School in San Jose for a Santa Teresa Athletic League game. The visiting Leigh Longhorns taking on the Silver Creek Raiders. Big hello to everyone joining us live at www.creatvsj.org. Kirsten Fairchilds alongside Darren Arbett. And Coach Arbett, this is a must-win game for both of these teams to even still be in consideration for the playoffs.
Yeah, it really is. Silver Creek is 3-2 in league, and you look at Leigh, they're 2-3. I'm sorry, Silver Creek's 3-2. So it's a must-win for both of these teams to stay in the hunt.
Leigh won the toss and deferred to the second half. They will kick it off. Silver Creek in their home black, white, and orange uniforms. The visiting Leigh Longhorns in their yellow pants, white jerseys with navy blue trim. And that will be a touchback. Leigh has an excellent kicker in Michael Leichman. We will see his strong leg throughout the afternoon as Silver Creek goes to work. They are an I formation team. Expect them to run multiple sets today. Their starting quarterback in his second year, the junior, 6'1", 200-pound Donovan Ramirez. And Silver Creek will face off against this Leigh defense, a 4-3. Lee's head coach is Kyle Padilla. Silver Creek is coached by Chris Bolding. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 20. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here in San Jose. And the handoff, the ball fumbled on the first play, and it looks like Leigh has reason to celebrate. Not the way Silver Creek wanted to start off for sure, Darren. An opening error allows Leigh a quick possession.
Yeah, you see right there, Ramirez and Davis just couldn't get that handoff together, that mesh point there, and Davis never got the ball, and it was bouncing around, and Leigh was able, the Longhorns was able to come up with the football. Huge turnover to start the football game.
Kier Davis with the fumble, and Leigh takes over. Not even 15 seconds gone here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Leigh at the Silver Creek 20. And the handoff coming around the right side. Leigh running back and getting the start today for Leigh is Sean Cosentino, the backup running back, and he'll get the nod early, a pickup of about 5 for Cosentino.
Yeah, you see Constantino just going to the outside there. Coming to this game, he had 299 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and did a nice job just getting around that corner and getting about 5 yards here.
Starting quarterback for Leigh today, Spencer Barnes.
75.
His first start for Barnes, looking to throw. And he is sacked, so the Raiders defense makes a big play early, and in on the action is Jesus Fleitas.
Yeah, Jesus Fleitas, you're going to see him coming from the outside, coming unblocked there. Nice hit by him, along with Velasquez coming up that middle there, number 99, doing a nice job from his interior spot.
So a loss on the play. Now 3rd and 12 for the Longhorns. Leigh runs a spread offense. Barnes out of the shotgun. Cosentino alongside him. Play action. Barnes across the middle, leading his receiver, and overthrows. So that brings up 4th and 12. And, Coach, we were just talking about Michael Leichman and what a great kicker he is.
Yeah, you see Barnes right there just trying to get the ball over the middle there to Gabe Davis. Coming in, had 13 catches for 169 yards, just wasn't able to stretch out and get that football there.
Leichman, who kicked a 47-yard field goal into the win versus Santa Teresa. As the ball placed on the right hash mark for Leichman. This is a 39-yard attempt. Barnes is the holder. Curtis Knutson is the long snapper. This is Leichman for an early lead for Leigh. And Silver Creek blocks. So 2 big plays, one on defense, one on special teams, and Silver Creek fans have a sigh of relief after turning the ball in over.
Yeah, you just saw there number 26, Tyler Baker, coming through there like he got a hand on, along with that interior line. Did a nice job just getting that push and getting their hand on that football. Great play by the defense. Great stop by the defense on a huge turnover to start the football game.
Yeah, I mean, turning the ball over on your own 20-yard line in Silver Creek perhaps got the cobwebs, got the nerves out of their system, and we'll see if their offense goes to work here. The ball is spotted at the 32.
Yeah, you see right here, they put the ball down, and number 10 did a nice job there. Troughton blocking that, and like I said, number 26, Tyler Baker, tried to pick it up and run with it.
You know, Coach, it's funny because there were I think if Troughton wouldn't have blocked it, someone else might have. The Raiders had a number of people in the vicinity.
A lot of push there on that, for sure.
Silver Creek, was this the momentum boost they need as Ramirez goes to work? And the inside handoff, pickup of 2 on the play. And Marcos Bueno, the 6 foot, 185-pound senior, one of the captains of the Silver Creek squad.
Yeah, Bueno got that same handoff that they were trying to give to Davis there, and you see him just going off that right side there and coming up with about 3 yards.
Minute and a half gone here. High school football, 4 quarters, 12 minutes apiece. This game will not end in a tie. All Central Coast section games this season will be played to completion. Of course, this is a league game, so playoffs are a factor, and our referee calls a timeout on the field. Our referee today, Donald Hicks. The umpire is Mike Gasvoda. Kent Gasky is the head linesman. Dan Veneza is the line judge, and our back judge on this Saturday afternoon is Steve Olson. 2nd and 5 from the 35, and you saw Ramirez into the brand new turf here for the incompletion, the intended receiver, Stevie Brown.
Yeah, his rhythm was off there, just didn't have his feet planted, and you're going to see right here he goes back, his rhythm is off and just throws the ball into the ground there. Needs to get balanced and set and throw the football.
3rd down for Silver Creek. And the handoff to Bueno. Bueno. Short of a first down. It'll be 4th and short for the Raiders.
Carrasco made that play. You're going to see him coming in right there, number 8 on Bueno, trying to get to the outside there, but didn't get enough for the first down, 4th down, and Silver Creek is going to have to punt the football.
A punter for Silver Creek, a lineman, Juan Cedillo. He is a junior. And Cosentino and I believe Tavery Carrasco back for Leigh. And whistles blow before the punt is attempted. Kirsten Fairchild's Darren Arbette. You're watching CreaTV. In San Jose, a rare Saturday game. And Lee's going to call a timeout to talk it over. 9:11 left to go in the first. 0-0 the score.
So don't forget, we got that raffle going on. $5
We'd like to take this opportunity to give a big thanks to Councilmember Donald Rocha. Donald Rocha, his generous donation today, helping us to be able to bring you this Santa Teresa Athletic League game. Thank you so much, Councilmember Donald Rocha. Silver Creek up from the West Valley Division, Coach, and with a 3-2 record, playing up in a new league this year, the Raiders have acquitted themselves nicely.
They really have, and you know the league is tough. You have Gunderson, who had a tough loss last night. They're at 7-2, 5-1 in the league. Then you have Lincoln, who's 6-0 in the league now, 7-1 overall. Then you have Silver Creek pulling it up, you know, at 3-2, 3-5. Live Oaks in the league. They have Beard in that running back. He got 412 yards, I want to say, last night. So it's really a tough league, and Westmont is playing better, Branham and Mount Pleasant.
What a night of football. The left-footed punter gets away a great punt, backing up, taking it at the 24, and you see the punt return man falling down. Tavery Carrasco. And Leigh will go to work. The Longhorns, as we take another look at Carrasco.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the outside, and he saw something in the middle there. Just couldn't get that foot in the ground to cut to get back up the field there, and he slipped out from under him.
It's our secret weapon, the 12th man on the field.
First and 10 for Leigh from their own 26. Kyle Padilla, the head coach, actually teaches physical education not only at Leigh but also at Branham High School, and he is a graduate of Leigh. As Barnes goes to work, and the handoff to Cosentino, and Cosentino trying to break around the left side, pick up 3 on the play.
Yeah, you're going to see number 25, Constantino, trying to get to the outside there, and just was able to pick up about 2 or 3 on that. Like he has a little speed there, Kirsten. It's been nice to see him break through that and see him off to the races, huh?
Cosentino, the junior running back, has 3 receivers outright for Barnes. And the quick strike and the big hit forces the incompletion. And Gabe Davis, who had been the starting quarterback this season, unable to secure that ball before taking the hit.
Yeah, you see Gabe Davis. He just wasn't able to come up with that ball. And Troughton, once again, laying a nice hit there to knock it out.
Barnes, and the crossing pattern over the middle, and that ball is caught by Tommy Druin.
Yeah, you see right here, just right over the middle there to Drummond, and made a nice catch there, and they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yep, 3rd and short. Excuse me, 4th and short if this does not go the Longhorns' way.
And after bringing out the sticks,
The Longhorns, first down. Coach, I think that's a 100% out of the games we've done. Whenever the chains have come out, it has resulted in a first down for the team. So Longhorns earn the first down of the game.
It was very close, but they end up getting it. Keep the drive going.
Yeah, it's a little rough, huh? It does get rough. I would have to.
First and 10 at the 37. And the reverse. Davis coming around the left side, cutting back inside. And the Silver Creek Raiders really doing a good job on defense here in the early going. They're just not getting fooled.
They really are. And you see right here, Constantino getting the ball, handing it off to Davis on the reverse. Look at the big guy, number 99, Velasquez, running there. And anytime you have your front scraping down the line of scrimmage like that, it's tough for another team to run the football.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second and 11. Barnes looking toward his left, open at the sideline and caught, still short of a first down.
And Barnes' pass is complete to number 8, Carrasco.
And Tavery Carrasco with the reception. Leigh, I had a chance to see him play earlier in the season, Coach, and obviously Davis was at the helm. Donald is not starting. He will play in this ball game starting in the second quarter. But they have a very nice balanced offense. I like the play calling by Coach Padilla.
I really do. I like the catch by Carrasco, too.
3rd and 3 for the Longhorns. Raiders showing blitz. And you see Barnes on the keeper. It's going to bring up 4th and short for the Longhorns.
Yeah, you see the fake there, and quarterback's trying to call his own number and get up the middle there, but the Raiders had all those gaps filled right there and wasn't much yardage for him to get.
And there is Gabe Davis, a shot of him. Interesting that Davis brings the play in and Barnes the quarterback, right?
Yes.
Oh, and the audible pays off for Leigh. Looks like the Raiders jumped. Here's our referee, Donald Hicks, conferring with his crew.
They're trying to say that number 75, 75 Ethel moved, but they moved first on defense, so it's going to be interesting to see. Yes.
And it goes against the defense. So Leigh gets bailed out.
You're going to see right here. See, the defense moved first, then number 75 moved. So, therefore, it should be on the defense. Great call by the officials.
Not the first time finger pointing has been going on both sides of the ball in a high school football game. Official time on the field, waiting for the chains to move. So kind of a herky-jerky start to this ball game. Both teams looking to get into a rhythm. 5:05 left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 the score as Barnes with the quick handoff to Cosentino. And Cosentino, is that a first down earned in one play? Looks like it.
I like the run, Kirsten. You're going to see right here. It just gives him the handoff there. Look at that nice cut there and put his shoulder down and got another 3 yards to get the first down. Nice, strong run by Cosentino. Like I said, coming to this game, 299 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Cosentino, the backup behind Levon Donald. Twin receivers. And Barnes has to just fall on it, and that is 1 step forward, 3 steps back for Leigh.
Yeah, the snap wasn't, in my mind, wasn't bad. It just went through his hands. He was calling the signals. The ball got back there, just wasn't prepared to catch the football. And, it cost him a lot of yardage.
2nd and 24 for Leigh. Barnes looking to throw. And that was very dangerous. Not a lot of zip on that ball. However, falls incomplete. 3rd down.
And see, you had linemen downfield.
Yes.
That's what you had. See, you had linemen downfield, and the ball wasn't thrown behind the line of scrimmage here.
So an ineligible receiver downfield. And that will tack on a few more yards here for Leigh. The penalty declined. Good decision.
Yes.
Declined by the Raiders. Third and long for Barnes and the Longhorns.
Third down. And almost gets by Barnes again. And more zip on it and intercepted at the 42. The Raiders at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Silver Creek. Marcos Bueno with the sure hands and even surer feet. Silver Creek is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Bueno just dropped into coverage. You're going to see right here, he throws the football. Bueno steps in front there. Look at him. He caught the ball, and I like what he did. He felt that end zone, outrunning that offense, getting into the end zone. Big play by him. Touchdown Raiders.
Bueno rumbles for 58 yards for the TD. The long snapper is Bueno. Andre Gaxiola, the holder, and this is Juan Sadia trying to make it a 7-0 lead. The left footer delivers. 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. Silver Creek on top. It's a pick and 6 for the Raiders. 7-0 they lead. Thank you so much to Councilmember Rose Herrera for her generous donation to help us bring you this broadcast. Thank you, Councilmember Herrera, for your support of high school football and CreaTV San Jose. Alongside Darren Arbett, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds, and we've seen a couple of turnovers here in the early going, and Bueno was so determined after that pick. The running backs, he turned into a running back and was thinking end zone the whole way.
You know, Silver Creek has come out. They turned the ball over. Defense made a big stance. Then Leigh gets the ball back, gets a couple of first downs. Then that defense, the Raiders, they just stiffen. Nice interception, touchdown. So you have to say the Raiders defense came to play today. In this first quarter, they've really stood out.
Yes, and the miscue on the snap to Barnes played a part, but that was all Marcos Bueno. Great grab as they deliver the squib kick, taken by the up man at the 31, coming forward still on his feet, so a decent return for one of the guys who don't get a lot of action on the kickoff return.
Yeah, Kempsky, number 36 for Leigh, one of their back guys, caught that football and just, you see him right there, kept his feet. Actually a pretty good run, Kirsten.
Yes.
Great field position for the Longhorns.
Brett Kempsky with the return. 3:33 left to go in the first. Leigh trailing 7-0 at Silver Creek. First and 10 for the Longhorns at 46, and the audibles working out of the shotgun for Barnes, as it looks like, of course, we'll wait for the official word, but it looked like, again, encroachment by the defense, second of this quarter.
Yeah, you saw Velasquez there just going across that line, but, you know, what the coach tells you, you don't move until that ball moves. The ball didn't move. That means he's listening to the quarterback's cadence. Can't do that. Can't move until the ball moves.
First and 10 from the Silver Creek 49. Barnes might have been partially deflected, and another hit as a receiver goes up, and the intended receiver, Marcos Malazzo.
Yeah, you see Barnes throwing that ball up there to Malarza, just wasn't able to. He was going to try to double catch it. If he caught it the first time, might have had a chance. He was going to double catch it. Nice hit there by Davis, and then the ball just came out.
Kiara Davis, the 5'9", 165-pound senior, playing at the corner today. And the handoff. Not much there as Cosentino runs into a host of Raiders.
Yeah, he just tried to go off that left side, you see there, and just, like you said, a host of Raiders.
Looks like he might have run into his own teammate as well.
Right. Herrera, number 55, was there. Trouton. there.
Under 3 minutes in the first quarter. Leigh looking to find some kind of rhythm to its offense and gets the quick pass away. And then you see the extension by Gabe Davis. And I believe that extension, well, we'll have to see here. Nope, first down signal.
Yeah, you see Barnes right there standing tall, getting the ball to Davis. And Davis, like you said, did a nice job just stretching out and getting that ball across the that last chain there for the first down.
Gabe Davis, the senior, over a 3.5 GPA, showing he not only can throw the ball, he also can catch the ball. You see Cosentino trying to bounce off there for an extra yard. He does.
Yeah, you see Constantino right there. Just not much there. You see Velasquez, number 99. And anytime you have that, Kirsten, that number 99 interior defensive lineman in the offensive backfield, it's tough for those running backs.
And the option. Here comes Cosentino. Pickup of a 4. He's a hard runner.
He really is. He's running hard. I like what he did. You're going to see the option right here. See Barnes gets rid of the football. Nice pitch there. Cosentino gets it. Look at it. Puts his hand down there. Gets another 2 yards just with that leg drive and want to put him in that third and manageable now.
3rd and 5 for the Longhorns. 3 receivers out right for Barnes. Barnes looking that way. And again goes to Davis. You know, these two are the quarterbacks, Davis and Barnes. Looks like they play catch very well.
Yeah, just double outs there, and he was able to get that ball to Davis. Davis caught it, came up short, but this is definitely 4-down territory here.
It's 4th and 4. The ball spotted at the 36.
Number 21, Jesus Fuentes checking in for the Raiders.
3 receivers out left for Barnes. Barnes goes across the middle. That's low, and they're going to say not caught by Davis. So Leigh turns it over on downs. 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Silver Creek gets the ball back. A 7-0 lead thanks to their defense.
Yeah, you see Barnes right here. He was going to his left, and he came back to the middle of the field. Should have set his feet and took his time because he had time to throw the football, hurried it, and the ball was thrown low.
Silver Creek, not much going on offense, but the game certainly still early. As you see, the starting quarterback, Donovan Ramirez, doing a quad stretch there. And Ramirez with the handoff. And this is Davis. As Davis falls forward momentum for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, you see him handing the ball off to Davis, and Davis just covering that ball up. You always like to see the kids cover that ball up when they take on contact. And you saw Davis there when he felt that contact coming, covered up the football.
2nd and 4 for the Raiders. This should be the final play of the first quarter. Sends a man in motion, and nope, they do not get the play off after 1 quarter of play. Silver Creek on their fairly new turf looking to protect. The Raiders have a 7-0 lead.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. The best feeling is getting to a place you've been fighting for. Tennis taught me to never give up in anything. School, sports, life. Your opponent has to earn their victory. Nothing in life is guaranteed, so education is important. Going to college is one of my biggest goals. I can't wait. Mastering the court takes persistence. So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Back at Silver Creek High School, second quarter underway. First play, Silver Creek's Kier Davis drops the ball, fumbles the ball, and it bounces right his way. Lucky break for the Raiders.
Look at that bounce right there. It bounces right back up to him and into his arms, and he continued to run and got a first down, Kirsten.
Kirsten Fairchild's Darren Arbette bringing you the action. CreaTV San Jose. Lovely Saturday afternoon, a rare Saturday game for our crew. As Silver Creek in the I formation, 1st and 10. Predominantly running team, and this is Davis. Davis at the 30, the 20, the 10. Davis. Excuse me, that's going to come back, and I'm giving Davis the credit, but that was Bueno. But I believe that's going to come back for a holding penalty, as Bueno obviously upset.
Yeah, you're going to see on the outside right here, once Bueno breaks, he breaks to the outside, and the holding is right there on the defensive back, Mora. Coming back.
Silver Creek's offense, which has not had a lot of success here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this game is being filmed by CreaTV right now. They're streaming live. But you can also watch this game on Comcast Cable 28, tonight at 11, Sunday morning at 8.
Ball spotted
Sunday, Monday, and Thursday
at the 49-yard line of Leigh after the penalty.
Filming this game this afternoon.
It is 1st and 5. Gain of 4 off the run of the left side. That was Jacob Huser.
Yeah, Gooch there, number 42, got that handoff, went off that left side there, Kirsten, got a couple of yards. I mean, how often do you hear people say 1st and 5, you know?
Ball on the Longhorn 46.
2nd and 2 for Silver Creek.
All right, I'll give you that one. 45.
Play action. Here comes the pressure. Leigh giving chase. And Ramirez trying to evade them as long as he could.
Yeah, Ramirez, you're going to see him here. He's going back, keeping his eyes downfield, sees the pressure coming there. Then he tries to get to the outside there. Morales, number 9, was there, along with number 22, Cotton, to make that play.
And Dalton Nolden on the tackle as well. Still 3rd and 3 for Silver Creek. 7-0 Silver Creek leads. Came into this week in 3rd place. Leigh in a 3-way tie for 4th, and lots of movement on both sides of the line.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that offensive line moved, and anytime you do that, they're going to take you back.
So a couple of penalties on both sides of the ball for the Silver Creek line. It was 1st and 5 for the Raiders. Now it is 3rd and 8. Rolling out. Here comes pressure again. And he throws it. There was a receiver in the area. Leigh's big guys up front doing a good job getting off the ball.
They really did. That line for the Longhorns, you're going to see them here. Look, you see a lot of white jerseys there chasing Ramirez. Look at that. That's 3 guys around him. Not now, but right now, chasing him. doing a great job for the Longhorns.
Cedillo into punt. Crosco back deep. Cedillo again as Davis has to turn and run back. It'll be a touchback, but that's the second time. Cedillo has let one fly. 9:20 left to go in the first half. Leigh will take over 1st and 10 from its own 20. The Longhorns trailing 7-0 in a pivotal Santa Teresa Athletic League game.
Yeah, he hammered that punt. That was a nice punt there. He just exploded off his foot there and found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, if his coverage team could have gotten down there and downed it. Not a very, or actually a punt with a lot of velocity as Leigh goes back to work. Second quarter for the Longhorns. Their opening possession in this quarter. And this is Levon Donald. Donald sat the first quarter, and he shows why he's had such a great season.
See, there's a big difference in Donald. Look at him just going that outside. One tackle he broke there. Another one. Look at that. Just running strong. He's powerful, he's elusive, and he's strong.
Barnes remains at quarterback. Davis comes in. He was the divisional player of the year last year, threw for more than 2,000 yards. Davis, however, playing receiver today. As you see how slippery Cosentino is. Still tackled for a loss, but he made sure a second effort was needed.
Yeah, Cosentino got the ball and a whole bunch of black jerseys getting penetration there, and anytime that happens, it's tough for him to run the football. And you saw him getting finished off there.
Loss on the play, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Pressure coming. What a game Marcus Bueno is having.
Brought down hard by number 2, Marcus Bueno.
Just coming in untouched from the outside. You're going to see him. No one's blocking him. Puts his face mask right into the back there of Barnes there.
That's 4th and 13. So on comes Davis to punt. And that punt goes by Davis. And it looks like Stevie Brown with the punting duties on that one. Silver Creek, their defense has been tough in the early going, Coach.
It really has, and like you said, Bueno's having a heck of a ball game. He has an interception for a touchdown, a couple of sacks already, and a handful of tackles. So he's playing great for that Raider defense right now.
Davis didn't like being manhandled. It's 1st and 10 for Silver Creek at the 37. 7:15 left to go in the first half. The Raiders with a 7-0 lead, courtesy of a pick and 6 by Marcus Bueno. Davis in the backfield alongside Ramirez as Bueno on the sideline.
All right, 1st and 10 for Ramirez and the
Seen
Raiders.
Ramirez get into trouble on the pass, and Leigh just winning the battle at the line, Coach. The Longhorns have picked it up here in the second quarter.
Number 60 and number 22.
Yeah, number 60, Conway. You're going to see him right there making that play in the backfield for the Longhorns. Did a nice job getting penetration, bending his knees, and making a nice tackle.
My roster cuts off at 56. I think it's back at 65.
Loss of 4.
Yeah, right. Poor kid.
And problems again as the flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
False start against Silver Creek, second of the ball game.
Yeah, both of these defenses are playing great today. They've stepped up and just controlling the line of scrimmage, like you've been saying. Both of these defenses are controlling the line of scrimmage, and anytime you do that and that quarterback can't stand back there and throw, or the running backs can't find a hole to run through, it'll be a long day for the offenses today.
Neither offense gelling, able to create any kind of momentum. 2nd and 19 for Silver Creek after the penalty. And the handoff to Bueno. Bueno cutting around the left side. Bueno with that great speed. I love his posture. I love his running style, Coach. He's such an upright runner.
And he runs strong. Does a great job. He's more like a slasher. Just smooth going through there, finding the hole, and you're going to see him right here just getting that handoff, see, slashing out to the outside, and like you said, with that form, just running up high and running hard and getting the first down.
After the big run by Bueno, he has pretty much been the highlight reel thus far. And here he comes, trying to turn the corner on the right side. Stiff arms one guy. One defender finally dragged out of bounds at the 30. Wow, right in front of the fans. They love that.
Yeah, nice stiff arm right there by Bueno. You see him getting the handoff, the pitch, I should say. Look at that, getting to the outside. Look at that stiff arm like that right there, just to push the player down and to get about another 4 or 5 yards. Great run by him.
Leigh fans loving it. It was senior day here today, so great ceremony before the ball game. Plenty of fans on hand appreciating that one. It looks like the ball came loose again. Leigh sidelines saying they have it. I don't think that's going to be the case.
And the Raiders will.
Yeah, you see the fumble, just handed it off right there to Gooch, and like he came back up with the football there. Number 42, Gooch.
5:15 left to go in the first half. Silver Creek up 7-0 at home. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Let's see the plunge by Davis.
Number 56, Ward, making that tackle. You're going to see him here coming to your screen. Boom, right there. Unblocked on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Cash Ward. That's a nifty football name if I ever heard one. You mentioned Steve Cotton earlier. Cotton comes in leading the team in tackles with 67. 3rd and 5 for Silver Creek. And the keeper, Ramirez, first down yardage and more. As a fresh set of downs for Silver Creek. Good running by Ramirez.
It really was. You're going to see right here, he pulls the ball out, goes to the left side himself, and nice running by him. Nice strong running by him. Does a nice job protecting that football at the end of that run.
He had some good blocking up front by number 75, Justin Kalk, leading the way. First and 10 from the 13 for Silver Creek.
1st and 10 Raiders.
Silver Creek spreading out their receivers, and whistles blow as the Raiders call a timeout. Chris Bolding, the head coach in his 4th year of Silver Creek, calls a timeout. 3:49 left to go in the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13 for the Raiders. Big thank you to San Jose City Council member Donald Rocha for his generous donation to help make this broadcast possible. Thank you so much, Council member Donald Rocha. Your support means the world to us here at CreaTV San Jose, as well as these two teams. A big thanks for allowing us to bring you high school football in the Blossom Valley Athletic League. Alongside San Jose SaberCat head coach Darren Arbett, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Coach, here we are in the middle of NFL season, college football, high school football, just one more week of the regular season. It's been a good year this far.
It really has. It's a beautiful day here today, isn't it, Kirsten?
It's
what
lovely.
A day to play a football game, and both these defenses are playing hard, and you're right, it's coming to a close, and the playoffs is just right around the corner.
Right around the corner. It's nice to see Gunderson head coach Steve Pappen here today doing a little scouting, a little football viewing. He had a tough loss to Lincoln last night. Still hoping for the playoffs, obviously, as Davis, nothing doing. Leigh defending the run well on that play.
Yes, it was just a host of white shirts there in the backfield, and you see Davis getting that ball, and just look at that, just a host of them. Starting off with that number 56, the name you love, Cash Ward.
I do like that tandem between Davis and Bueno in the backfield for Silver Creek. Different style of runners as Bueno checks back in. Davis headed to the sideline. 2nd and 12 for the Raiders. Here's Bueno. Nope. Ramirez on the keeper. That worked well, trying to get outside. Following his blockers, heading for the end zone, diving. And he is going to be just short.
Finding the corner.
Yeah, you're going to see Ramirez here
And he will get to the
calling his
2-yard
own
line.
number. Dips to the outside. He's trying to get to that pylon right there, and you see he's going to stick the ball out.
The Raiders
Might have made it there, huh? Might have made it to the pylon.
Great work by our camera crew.
42, Devontae Gooch checks in for the Raiders.
The ball is spotted on the 1, and it's 1st and goal for Ramirez on the 12-yard scamper. As Bueno, an opportunity for an offensive touchdown? No. The Longhorns make a defensive stand.
Bueno on the carry for the Raiders.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by the Longhorns. Kempsky, number 36, you see he's down there, but he was deep into the backfield there, making that tackle.
And he's a little
2nd and
slow
goal.
getting up, Brett Kempsky, the junior. No loss on the play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Ramirez looking for a pass play, going to the back of the end zone, caught. Touchdown, Silver Creek. The Raiders have been doing it on the ground. Instead, they go to the air, and Stevie Brown, the senior, with a TD catch.
Yeah, you see Ramirez just rolling out here and spots Stevie Brown in the back of the end zone and throws a nice, easy ball to catch there. Nice catch. Touchdown, Raiders.
I think Leigh was like of the same minds as we were, that they were going to run the ball for sure. So well done by Ramirez. Sadia for the point after. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. 2:17 left to go in the half. And Silver Creek with a 14-0 lead. Thank you so much to San Jose City Council member Rose Herrera for her generous donation to help us bring you this broadcast. Thanks so much, Council member Herrera. We appreciate your support in allowing us to bring you high school football in Santa Clara County. The band is here today, sounding great. I think that might be a French horn in front of us, Coach.
They're doing a good job today, the band.
There Very festive atmosphere here today. We'll have a chance, of course, to talk about this new field, and perhaps you notice, our viewers, that the track has no lines on it. We'll tell you about that as the game goes on. As Silver Creek, Sadia going onside kick. However, Leigh, good coverage, went right into the hands of Jeremy Trong, the junior. So Leigh takes over. 2:11 left to go, Coach. They've got great field position.
They really do. Leigh has great field position, but something else, if we can get a shot of it, would you call those the junior Raiderettes? There's a whole bunch of them down there. The little cheerleaders.
Right. We've got our sideline camera down, and they have to stay on the green part. They can't go out on the red. There they are, young ladies. It's a little warm out there today, taking a rest as Leigh, 1st and 10 for the Longhorns on their own 47. Barnes, Bueno with another pick. Bueno from the 46, and finally pit out of bounds. Marco Bueno. What a game, Coach. He's a flat-out ball hawk.
He really is. He's having a great game today. You see right here, Barnes going back, throwing the ball, and you see Bueno just picks it off. And I like the way he finishes off the runs. He's trying to get to that end zone. He's smelling it. Great catch by him and great return.
You really just have to admire his effort today, the 6 foot, 185-pound senior. This would be a great ball game for anyone. It's sure a great first half indeed for Marcus Bueno. Silver Creek offense back out on the field after their successful drive. Looking for more points. However, here come the Hankies. I think the adrenaline's really flowing for the Raiders.
Yeah, you're right. They were offsides there, going a little too much with that false start.
That's going to move them back 5. As Hale checks in for the Raiders.
First and 15 for Silver Creek. Two receivers outright for Ramirez. Ramirez has shown in this quarter he likes to run. Here comes the pressure. Ramirez going end zone and over the head. Ramirez certainly had some zip on that. I do not have a number 5 on my roster, Coach, as neither does the PA announcer.
Yeah, you see Ramirez right here does a good job stepping up and just throwing that ball downfield there, and had 3 receivers in the area.
Pressure was coming from his blind side. 2nd and 15. Try to find out who our mystery guest is. Ramirez rolling out to his right. Again, Leigh bringing the pressure, giving chase of Ramirez. Ramirez lobs up a duck. And lucky to escape calamity there.
Yeah, it looked like Ramirez was trying to get that ball to Gooch here. You see him faking the handoff there, play fake, and feeling the pressure. Gets away from that one. Very elusive today, and you see he was just trying to throw a nice little soft pass to Gooch there in the flats.
3rd and 15. This Leigh rushers, Coach, they must be waiting, salivating until they can bring him down as they gang tackle him there.
Yeah, nice pressure by Knoll there, coming off the edge. Coming this game, he comes into the game with a sack. And you see him coming off the edge there. And number 48, Chase Fields, come to the game. He had 3 sacks come to the game, number 48.
Leigh calls a timeout. 1:37 left to go. It'll be 4th and 15 for Silver Creek.
1:37 left in the half.
Hey, folks, why don't you follow us on Twitter at CreaTV Sports. Find out when our games will air and also what our future schedule is. We're on Twitter at CreaTV Sports. Silver Creek High School, the band is here. I like the hat, the yellow hat there, Coach. You like those beanies. Silver Creek, a lot of firsts this year. They have their brand new sports turf. Was not ready until a few games into the season. And then just a couple of days ago, they had their track resurfaced. Still no lines painted on it. No one's supposed to walk on it. And that's why the cheerleaders with their little compadres here today out on the field, out of the timeout. Silver Creek going for it on 4th and long. Ramirez, better throw, still not caught, however, as it falls to the ground. And Leigh takes over on downs. The Longhorns will have exactly 90 seconds to work with.
Yeah, Alex Smith, number 34, knocked that away. And you see Ramirez trying to get the ball, and you see Smith there, number 34, getting that hand in there.
The Longhorns offense has sputtered. Donald has returned, or at least come into the game in the second quarter. Donald, what a season he's had. 109 carries for 816 yards. He's averaging 7.49 yards a carry and 8 touchdowns. And just like that, the Hankies come in. Let's see if someone is lined up in the neutral zone, Coach.
Yes, that's what he's calling. Great call, Kirsten.
And Silver Creek again with another penalty on the dead ball.
And encroachment call goes against the Raiders, and that's going to move the Longhorns up 5.
Longhorns will take it. 5 yards closer to the end zone without any time coming off the clock. 1st and 10 from the 41. This is Davis in at quarterback, and flag comes in as the Silver Creek brought the pressure. So Davis has moved from receiver to quarterback.
Yeah, you see him right there, just not able to get away from that pass rush. And also they called the holding. Offensively, they just struggled today, the Longhorns.
Now, would Silver Creek decline that penalty, Coach, to have the loss of down? Obviously, they haven't. Is that? No, they're still talking about holding. And it is declined. So, yes, the loss of down. Again, time a factor here.
It really is. Kirsten, you're on the ball today.
I'm sure your knowledge is seeping out and rubbing off on me. 2nd and 13. Davis with some zip on it, running that crossing route. However, Drewhan cannot pull it in. But Davis, just on that throw, shows his authority and command of the game.
Yeah, Davis puts the ball in a good place, and Drewhan just, wasn't able to get to that football. Put one arm up, and that's all he got up there.
3rd down for the Longhorns. Still looking to get that offense going. Donald in the backfield with Davis. Whistle blows. Now, Donald was having his hands attended to. Taped up on that last Silver Creek possession as Leigh calls a timeout. Minute 14 left to go. The Longhorns trying to solve the Silver Creek puzzle. The Raiders defense playing well in front of its home crowd. It's the Leigh side of the stands. Hey, folks, why don't you visit our website at www.creatvsj.org. Find out about our award-winning shows. We have a lot of variety of the shows that we produce at creatvsj.org, and meet our fun and friendly staff. They have their own page dedicated to them, and of course, learn about video demand and future broadcasts of high school sports, all at www.creatvsj.org. And a big welcome to our viewers watching us live on the website, streaming live on the website. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Saturday afternoon. 3rd and 13, Davis looking to throw. Going down the sideline and overthrows the intended receiver, Brian Galvin.
Yeah, it was a nice throw by Davis. You see him just putting that ball up there, but had just too much on it. And number 80, Galvin, wasn't able to come down with it. Come to this game, number 80, Galvin, 8 catches, 134 yards, and a touchdown. So, like, he can go deep and catch it for a lot of yardage.
He had his man beat for sure. Davis back on punt return duties. Leigh barely took any time off the clock. Still 68 seconds remaining. And this time it's Leigh with the punt over the head. And the punter, Naveed Edifog. 56 seconds remaining. Silver Creek takes over.
We've had some great punting today. Both punters for these teams have really, the ball's jumping off their foot, and they're giving their defense great field position to work with.
Coach, I must say I, for the most part, have been very impressed with special teams this season. Great punters. We've seen some terrific field goal kicks and some good coverage on the return and punt teams. The special teams have really stood out for me this season, and no more so today with the punting, as you've mentioned. 56 seconds remaining for the Raiders here in the first half, a 14-0 lead. And Leigh allows a big run to be broken off for the first down. That is Devontae Gooch, the 5'9", 180-pound junior, his identical twin, DeAndre Gooch, also on the team.
Yeah. And what a tackle there. Nice, strong tackle by the Longhorns there.
Silver Creek calls a timeout, 46 seconds remaining. The Raiders 1 TD on defense, 1 TD on offense. It's been a fun day if you're a Silver Creek fan here. Leigh fans, I think, waiting for their offense really to get going.
Oh, Leigh. Silver Creek definitely knows there's something at the end of the rainbow. They win this football game. They have Gunderson next week over at Gunderson to play for that playoff spot. So there's a big pot at the end of the rainbow for them if they can win this football game.
That's right. And I love those final week scenarios when it still means so much. Just gets everyone so amped up for the game, the fans, when something is on that line in that final week. That makes a great night of football, a great day of football for sure. Out of the timeout, it's 1st and 10 for Silver Creek at the 32. Bueno in the backfield alongside Ramirez. Bueno to block. Ramirez. Longhorns didn't see him. And it looked like the ball might have come loose. We'll see if the whistles officialed it dead. If the officials whistled it dead.
Now you see Ramirez right here. He's just looking downfield, and he's going to take off. And you see number 40 there, Noel, making that tackle.
15 seconds as the clock continued to run. This one is a jump ball. A lot of air. Looked like that caught flight. Clock stops with 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you're going to see Ramirez right here just going back, and he's just trying to get down by the goal line. He's just throwing that ball up, and his receiver wasn't able to come down with it.
Tavery Carrasco jumping high, trying to bring it down for Leigh. 3rd and 9. 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pressure coming. Gets it away for a short pass, and it's caught. Davis still on his feet, and the clock expires, so Davis saw daylight but couldn't hit the end zone. Coach, your impressions of the first half?
Defense, and more defense. Punters are giving these defenses great field position to work with, and Mr. Bueno, explosive with the 2 interceptions on defense, ran one back for a touchdown, had a couple of big runs on offense.
The sack.
And also the sack. Strong sack is probably going to be one of our highlights. And the Longhorns they need to get something going offensively. They just haven't got anything going offensively.
Time now for our CreaTV Sports halftime show when we return to Silver Creek High School. Silver Creek up 14-0 at home. Back in a few, folks.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank Councilmember Rose Herrera for her generous contribution towards the coverage of high school football. It's because of our contributors that CreaTV Sports is able to cover high school football throughout the city of San Jose.
Back at Silver Creek High School for the halftime show. First play of the game, fumble.
Yeah, it was a fumble. Davis just couldn't get that hand off, and Leigh started with great field position.
Yeah, you thought Leigh was going to at least convert, but then on the field goal attempt, blocked. Special teams came to play today.
They really did. Nice block. There was a host of black jerseys here that could have blocked that ball.
Barnes, a few problems with the snaps today, but this was all Marcus Bueno. What a game this kid has been having today, Coach.
He definitely had his Wheaties this morning. You see him right there just catching that ball and sprinting there into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a 58-yard pick and 6. Silver Creek 7, Leigh 0. And this is Bueno again on defense, attacking the blind side.
Just coming unblocked. Nice hit on the quarterback.
And Bueno on offense. Get out of my way is what he says there.
Great straight arm there. Way to run, running hard. Nice first down for him.
Silver Creek offense got going, and this is the quarterback. Now, here's a question, Coach. Did he get in?
Of course he got in. Stretched the ball out. Great play by him. Put it in his left hand. Got it inside the pylon, but didn't get the touchdown.
Nope. Ball spotted at the 1, and then a big surprise going to the air and reaching his senior receiver for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice throw in the back of the end zone. The Brown there for a touchdown.
Silver Creek, another interception. Guess who? Marcus Bueno.
He's been all over the football field. He's sacking the quarterback, 2 interceptions, great runs on offense. He's really getting it done for the Raiders today.
Coach, I think he was serving hot dogs at the break here. He really does do it all.
He really does. And for him to step up in a big game like this for his team, and like we said earlier, you know, they win this football game, there's a big pot at the end of that rainbow for them next week against Gunderson.
And I think what's so important or to even notate about Marcus Bueno is, we'll talk about him in a moment. Let's first talk about the Leigh stats. You would not think that LaVon Donald played for the Longhorns if they only have -8 rushing yardage.
Yeah, he didn't get but I think 1 carry. And you see there -8 yards rushing, 23 passing, 15 total yards and 2 turnovers. To me, that's the key stat right there. 15 total yards, 2 turnovers. You're not scoring points when that's happening.
And conversely, Silver Creek, much better stats as you see the Raiders about to break through the banner here.
Yeah, now you can tell they're winning this football game. 97 yards rushing, 43 passing, for 140 total yards and 1 turnover. That fumble of the to start the game off and 6 penalties. That's something I'm sure Coach Bolden talked about, working that out as those penalties.
That's right. You see the turnover corrected. really seemed after that first turnover that Leigh couldn't have asked for a better start to the game. Their offense has really been hiccuping and sputtering here, Coach.
They really have, and maybe, we're going to see a lot of Donald, number 5, just see a lot of him getting the handoff and just seeing what he can do and getting his team back in this football game.
And I did want to mention about Marcus Bueno. Marcus Bueno was a 4th-string running back at the start of the season. He didn't even play on offense till week 4. So what a game the senior has been having. Remember, Leigh won the toss and deferred until the second half, so they will return to open as Sadia kicks it off. Short kick. And takes a bounce. Silver Creek with an opportunity. Did the Raiders fall on it, Coach?
Yes, they got the ball.
There's been no signal from our officiating crew. I think Leigh was not sure what the Leigh upmen were doing unless they thought the returnmen were closer. So Silver Creek, boy, the opening play of this game, Silver Creek coughed it up, and then here a Leigh mistake on special teams allows Silver Creek to go to work. 1st and 10 at the Leigh 29. It was almost as if the return team treated that like a punt, Coach. Bueno breaking through, nobody home. Silver Creek just 7 seconds ticks off the clock. A 29-yard run, touchdown Raiders.
Yeah, you see Bueno right there just finding that opening up the middle there and just making it happen for his team. Nice sprint there. Nice hard run there. Quick touchdown, taking advantage of that turnover by the Leigh Longhorns.
Sadia in for the extra point. Chance to make it 21-0. Wow, what a start after all that conversing in the locker room at the half. Leigh's coach Kyle Padilla has to be disappointed with the Longhorn start.
Yeah, you come out, you think you're getting the football, and all of a sudden you don't. And then Bueno, first play, right up the middle, touchdown. You're down the score before the clock can even warm up.
11:53 left to go in the third. The Silver Creek High School band, plenty to play about here. Lots of celebration early.
That was a lucky bounce. We'll take that. I think just in the ground, if we just, it was like a glorified, wasn't it? Just a glorified onside kick.
Sadia has had a busy day, the kicker / punter for Silver Creek. Leigh trying to shake it off, trailing by 3 scores here. I was going to say, as Sadia goes for it again, and this one caught and returned by Leigh. So Leigh will try it again here to start things off in the second half, and it's Nold with the return.
Yeah, I like what Noel did. He just said, hey, I'm going to get this football. He went up. He got it, see it at the high point, got the football, and he took off running, dropped his shoulder there, and covered up that football. That's what the Longhorns need right now. They need someone who's going to take control and say, hey, we're not going to lose this football game. We're going to get back into it.
It was odd to see that happen. I happened to be at a game recently where the up men were turning and chasing the ball on the kickoff, not allowing the return men to come up. This was the opposite. It was as if the up men were afraid to touch the ball. Nevertheless, Leigh will try to erase it from its memory. As Davis in at quarterback sends a man in motion. This is Levon Donald. Donald hesitating, turning the corner and breaking off a healthy run. Half a dozen yards for Donald.
I really like Levon Donald. You see him right here. Couldn't get the handle on the football. Then he finally gets the handle on the football, and look at him just turn on that speed and tried to make Davis miss there and got about another yard.
2nd and 4 for Leigh. Need an opportunity here to get this offense going. I had a chance to see Leigh earlier in the season. They actually do the Wildcat sometimes, Coach, with Donald. This is Cosentino. Cosentino runs into Donald, but gets the first down as Bueno drives him out of bounds, but first down Leigh.
Yeah, you see, you're right, Cosentino. You see him get the handoff here and just following Donald out there to the outside. Gets the outside, and you see Donald's trying to block for him, and nice spin there to get the first down.
Ball on the 45 of Silver Creek. Donald wrapped up by the Raiders. Defense as a whole has played exceptionally well for Silver Creek.
Yeah, you see they're trying to give you that steady dose of Donald, and see him running there and getting about a couple of yards there where he was pushed back.
Tyler Baker, the safety, with the tackle. 2nd and 8. Donald being pursued from behind. Spin move and gets upended. Gain of 3 on the play.
Number 2, Marcus Bueno.
And you see Silver Creek's Eric Trouton. We talked about him in the open, coming up slowly.
Yeah, you see Donald right there getting that pitch, and look at him cut right here, right there. Nice spin.
We'll bring up 35, ball at the Raider field.
Got a few more yards, about 3 to be exact. Put him in a 3rd and 5.
Trouton's hand being attended to on the sideline. 9:10 left to go. Leigh. As Davis goes to the air and through the hands of his receiver. Again, no consistency in the air for Leigh. Druin through his hands.
Yeah, you see Druin, he jumps right there and tries to cup the ball, and instead of just opening up his hip and catching it with his hands, and wasn't able to come up with the catch.
Davis in on the coverage as another Leigh pass hits the ground.
Yeah, Milazzo wasn't able to come up with this Davis pass. You're right, Davis, number 3, tried to cut in front there and looking to go the other way like Bueno has.
So another frustrating possession for Leigh. Silver Creek. Trouton still being attended to. He's been their tight end. Although he stood out more on defense today, hasn't gotten a lot of looks on offense.
Yes, he has. He's played very strong on defense today.
1st and 10 for Silver Creek from its 40. You see Rodriguez didn't look like he got his hand off the ball. Devontae Gooch being driven back by the Longhorns.
Yeah, Nold, number 40, and a host of Longhorns. You see Nold right there, number 40, along with number 36, Kempski.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Rodriguez on the option. This is Davis. Excuse me, Bueno. Bueno with the first down.
Ramirez on a nice option play pitches out to Marcus.
Ramirez had the ball, ran about 4 yards downfield before he pitched the football to Bueno, and he got enough to get the first down. They're just starting to pick it up offensively. You can see him right here, the fake right there. Ramirez keeps the football. Look, he's 5 yards downfield, pitches it to Bueno, who picks up another 10 yards and a first down.
7:42 left to go in the third. This is Davis. Davis straight ahead running, dragging a Longhorn along with him. Leigh unable to stop the run.
Yeah, you're right. Davis is running hard there. Number 34, Smith, wasn't able to bring him down on that initial hit. You see Davis right there just continuing the run, maybe get another yard or two there before he's brought down. But another Silver Creek first down.
Raiders racking them up. 1st and 10 for Silver Creek from the Leigh 32. Run here in the second half. And this is Davis as the whistles blow the play dead.
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball to Davis, and you see him hand the ball off there to him, and nice moves there. And you see 3 Longhorns just stopping there in his tracks for about a 2-yard gain.
It's turned out to be a relatively long day for this Leigh defense. The offense not able to sustain a drive. Rodriguez. As Davis penalty markers come in.
Ramirez pitches out to number 3, Kier Davis.
Watch the end of this run. I like Davis covering up the football. Watch the pitch here. I know it's a penalty, but watch Davis here. Look at him covering up that football, making sure it's secured when he takes on contact.
Holding against the Raiders.
So the Raiders called for holding. 6 penalties in the first half against Silver Creek alone.
If they accept it,
The officials have done a decent job today, besides the one in the corner. If you're pointing to the corner now. But
they have. There's been a lot of movement on the line.
But we saw that with replay, though, Kirsten.
We did.
They didn't have replay.
Although Coach, yeah.
And he wasn't in position to see what we saw.
That's right. But no, there has been movement on the line here near the end of the season. And Leigh finally bringing down Rodriguez, throwing him to the ground.
Yeah, Smith and Knoll, number 40 and number 34, did a nice job chasing down Ramirez and getting him down for a loss.
Loss on the play. 3rd and long. Troutman checking in for the Raiders.
See number 40,
Troutman
number
returns.
34,
That's
Smith
good
there.
news. He was out with a hand injury. Troutman, the tight end for this offense, at over 700 yards receiving. Third and 20 for Silver Creek. What do they have in their bag of tricks? Well, the hankies come a-flying.
They had 6 in the first half.
Racking them up here early. As another one goes against the Raiders.
Now checks in for the Raiders.
Now huddling up in their own territory. Ball spotted at the 47.
And it's 3rd and a quarter of the field to go.
Rodriguez, pressure coming, eludes the sack. How slippery is he? This one he can't get out of. Rodriguez unable to be wrapped up on the first go.
Yeah, I like what he's doing here, just keeping downfield and You see him, he's wrapped up, gets out of that. Once he's outside the pocket, he's going to learn. Let that thing sail onto the sidelines. Just throw it away once you get out that pocket there.
It was Jack Conway with the tackle, and Sadia in for the punt. Davis back deep. Davis having to give chase. And the ball downed by Bueno. Marcos Bueno. Well, it's been his kind of an afternoon for sure.
Once again, another good punt put into that right corner. Only took a nice bounce. They weren't able to return it. Special teams has been playing very well today.
4:26 left to go in the third. Silver Creek trailing 20-0 after the missed extra point on the Bueno touchdown, and penalty markers fly once again before the start of the play. Too many players on the field. Illegal substitution for Silver Creek. So, Leigh Longhorns, a few of their starters sat out the first quarter, including Levon Donald. He has had a few runs as he has the ball here. Nope, it's Davis on the keeper, and Davis fooling everyone. Nice burst of speed by Davis for the first down.
Yeah, it really was. Davis had a nice burst of speed there and got into the defensive backfield. You're going to see him fake there, and then he's off to the races there and held on to that football. Nice run by him.
14-yard run by Davis. Trying to get his team fired up. And once again, it looks as if Silver Creek is offsides. We'll see if they're drawn offsides. Boy, the Raiders, they may be racking more up in defensive penalties than Leigh has consistently been put up in yardage and offense.
They have to watch the football and they have to cut down on the penalties.
First and 5 once again for Leigh. 3 receivers out right for Davis. Davis, he evades, and he tries to shovel the pass off to Donald. It falls, but as you saw, the penalty marker came in. Silver Creek continuing to blitz. That a holding call.
Yeah, you see Davis just going back, and like they went to the head right there, calling out 75 there, Ethel the hole, but I thought they went to the head on the quarterback. Maybe I spoke too soon about the great job that the officials were doing, huh?
It's a hot day out there, and boy, they've been called into duty often today, Coach. This is toward the end of the season. I think coaching staffs want their team to play cleaner ball than we're seeing here today. First and 15. Davis again making things happen with his feet. You see his sheer will, and despite the extra long yardage, Davis with another big run.
Yeah, you see Davis right there, like you said, just sheer will. Nice weaving there and dipping and setting up his blocks for his receivers downfield and getting the first down.
Tommy Druin with a good block upfield for Davis. So Leigh trying to find the end zone, get on the scoreboard here. Again, he has to flush out of the pocket, and again, he puts it on his hip, pickup of 6. I think you just see, we saw Barnes, the junior, in the first quarter, and we see Davis. You see the experience of Davis. He knows when he needs to start hustling.
Yeah, I like Davis. He can make things happen with his feet, and you see he's looking downfield even though he's running. That's what I like. He was still looking downfield, saw was nothing there, didn't want to force the football, and still ran and got a lot of positive yards.
Juan Luis Heredia with the tackle on Davis. 3:11 left to go in the third. It's a 2nd and 5 scenario for the Longhorns. Davis, handoff to Donald. Donald, first down yardage and more. He's at the 20, the 10. Levon Donald, touchdown lead.
Hands off goes to number 5, Levon Donald. Surges right through the middle of his offensive line.
I like his speed, Kirsten. He just ran right up the middle. You see right here, he just got the handoffs, and you see he saw that green and look at him. And people at the angle on him, he just ran right past him. Nice run by him. Tremendous job.
49-yard run by Donald for the score. Haven't talked about Michael Leichman since the first quarter.
Leichman on his attempt.
Barnes the holder. Knutson the long snapper. Leichman. It's good. 3:04 left to go in the third. Leigh finally on the scoreboard. They trail Silver Creek 20-7. Big thanks to Councilmember Donald Rocha for his generous support of this program. Thank you so much, San Jose City Councilmember Donald Rocha, for supporting high school football in Santa Clara County. Coach Arbette, much better. Things seem to be happening now that Davis is at quarterback.
Yeah, Davis and Donald, what a combination. You know, Davis coming into this game, he had completed 59 passes for 912 yards and 9 touchdowns and 1 interception. And then, you know, you have Donald, 816 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. So it's a lot of production there that you have in the game now, and it's showing offensively. They went down the field, nice drive there, got a great touchdown.
And a touchback after the kickoff by Edifog. Silver Creek 1st and 10 from its own 20. 3:04 left to go in the third quarter. Now a 2-score ball game. Silver Creek came off so well. Scored with just 7 seconds after they recovered the kickoff, but penalties have really come into play here for the Raiders.
Yeah, you know, that could easily be a 14-7 game right now, but still, let's see what the Longhorns can do here on defense.
Bueno dragged down, but not before he racks up another first down earned for Silver Creek.
Yeah, you see Bueno right there just doing a nice job running hard with the football and covering it up and making sure he keeps that possession. First down run.
Leigh's Sam Cotton with the tackle. Cotton again came into this game leading tackler for Leigh. 33 solo, 34 assists. And he's in on that tackle as well as Rodriguez on a keeper.
Yeah, you see Ramirez right there just keeping that football and
nice keeper by Ramirez,
not pitching it.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
Did about 5 yards on that carry.
Donovan Ramirez, his head coach told us before the game, he really runs the ball well. We didn't see that in the first quarter. But then the second quarter, and since then, he has shown that indeed.
Nice carry by number 4.
Just handing that ball off. You see Gooch right here just getting that handoff, and no blinkers, no brakes, stepping on the gas pedal and get the first down.
Another fresh set of downs for Silver Creek. Leigh, difficulty stopping the run. They've had some players stand out, but as a whole, and just like that, they stop it there for sure. And Leigh looked like just pulled it out, but I believe that play was whistled dead already.
Retain possession, and that'll bring up.
Yeah, you're going to see right here just getting the handoff, and
number 7, Stevie Brown, checking in for the Raiders.
Wasn't able to get much there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Ball spotted at the 43. And the handoff.
Going back to Bueno there, and got a quick 6 back and put him in the 3rd or 4.
Bueno, as the legs always keep churning with Bueno.
Running with a lot of power and very smooth going through the hole.
Silver Creek, ball spotted on its 49-yard line. Third and a long 4. Here comes the pressure from Leigh. Leigh. Let me see. Ramirez dropping his shoulder. The quarter expires as Silver Creek on the feet of Ramirez.
Moving into the 4th.
That's 3/4 of action here. Silver Creek with the ball and a 27 lead. More from San Jose when we return to high school football on CreaTV Sports.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
CreaTV.
Alongside Darren Arbett, I'm Kirsten Fairchild. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. The Leigh Longhorns in a 3-way tie for 4th place, facing off against the team solely in 3rd place, Silver Creek. A lot of coaches here today since it's a Saturday game. The coaches of the teams that played last night able to come and check out Santa Teresa Athletic League football. 1st and 10 at the 46 for Silver Creek. And again, that run up the middle for the most part has been working. And this time, Davis with the carry.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep the ball on the ground and give it to Davis, Gooch, Bueno, and Ramirez even keeps the ball sometime himself.
Five-yard gain. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Bueno. Penalty marker comes in. Looks like Bueno able to get past the 1st down marker, but another flag.
Yellow hanky on the field.
You see Ramirez right here, fakes the handoff, pitches it to Bueno, gets to the outside and gets the 1st down, but it was a holding call, so they're going to push him back.
Silver Creek. It's been a penalty-ridden 2nd half for the Raiders. However, they're still up 20-7. Silver Creek has been chewing up the clock, running the ball a lot here in the 2nd half. And the quarterback has done well when he's elected to call his own number, Ramirez, for another big run and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, just faking the handoff and he's either running with it or pitching it. And you see right here, he just called his number that time because the defensive end was up the field, and that's who he's reading, and kept that ball and had a nice run on that left side for a first down.
Ball now at the 25. Leigh needs a stop here. And Leigh greeting the ball carrier.
That's a nice way to put it. Definitely was, he greeted them there with his shoulder pads, both of them there in the backfield. You see, just beat this guy coming across the line of scrimmage there and stopped them in their tracks there.
Bueno back in the huddle for Silver Creek.
That's a good point.
Still 2nd and 10.
Nice play by number 50 of the Longhorns, 2nd and 10.
Bueno getting low, picking up yards.
And a nice carry by
I just like the way he runs. He's smooth, slasher, and he also can run with power. And you see, look at that move right there. Just kind of slashed his way to the right there, then ran with a little power there to finish it off.
Again, Silver Creek has dominated time of possession. Leigh defense out on the field a lot today.
This would be a huge stop for the Leigh defense.
On 3rd and 5. They go back to Bueno. Brings up 4th down, 4th and short for Silver Creek.
Bueno again on the carry for the Raiders.
Yeah, you see right there, Bueno just wasn't able to get the first down.
I think Silver Creek wants to call a timeout to think this over. Timeout on the field, 8:49 left to go in the ball game. Silver Creek with a 4th down situation and a 27 lead. Thank you so much to San Jose City Council member Rose Herrera for her generous donation today to help us bring you this broadcast. Thanks so much, Council member Rose Herrera, for your support of high school football in Santa Clara County. Alongside Darren Arbett, I'm Kirsten Fairchild. Darren, 4th quarter, Silver Creek calling a timeout. We heard from their head coach before the game that they have a kicker that they rely on when it comes to field goals as well. Cedillo, 46-yarder under his belt this year.
He's not kicking a field goal right here. Coach Bolden's going to go for it. That running game has been powerful in the second half. They've been chewing up yards. He's going to go for this right here because in his mind, I think he feels he can get a couple of yards and get that first down at least.
Would be a 34-yard attempt for Cedillo. And it would also give a 23-7 lead to Silver Creek. Gooch is on. Bueno is on. High formation. Ramirez under center. Ramirez with the pitch to Bueno. Bueno cutting back. Leigh trying to prevent the first down, and the Longhorns do. Silver Creek turns it over on downs.
Yes, they did. They didn't get the first down. You see Ramirez just pitching the ball right here to Bueno. He cuts up and did the right thing, but you saw right there, number 21, Duran made a nice tackle there. Big stop now.
Big
that was
stop.
a big stop there
Leigh
for the
needed that
Longhorns.
stop. 8:46 left to go.
Now I think the Raiders might get a steady dose of number 5.
Levon Donald. And maybe even some Gabe Davis. 3 receivers outright for Davis. He keeps it, evades 1 tackle, but no open field for Davis.
Yeah, Davis just faked that ball to Donald and did a nice job cutting back in there and got about 4 yards. You see him right there, nice fake there. And defensive end stayed at home, made him miss. Just cut it up and got about another yard and a half.
Davis has thrown for 9 touchdowns this year to 3 interceptions. He has also rushed for 6. Donald breaking around the right side. Bit of a cartwheel. Ball comes loose, but the play whistled dead. First down, Leigh.
Yeah, I like Donald. You're going to see him here get that handoff, and look at that running style. Just getting to the outside there, and like you said, doing a cartwheel there, but not before he got the first down.
Upended by Davis.
Joseph Herrera checks in for the Raiders.
Twin receivers for Davis. Davis calling his own number. Quarterback draw. Davis at the 40. And dragged down close to midfield. Davis, we see how athletic he was, Coach. He started at receiver. He comes in. He obviously can run the ball. And he just runs this offense very authoritatively.
Yeah, just that fake to Donald there. He's drawing that defense. Calls his own number, keeps the ball. Gets a huge chunk of yardage for a first down.
And Bueno in on the tackle. And Donald just dragging a Raider. And Leigh making it look easy here on this drive thus far. No huddle offense for the Longhorns. Silver Creek does a lot of substituting. 7:10 left to go. 2nd and 5. Davis throws it towards his end zone. Alex Smith was in the vicinity.
Yeah, he was trying to get that ball to Smith out there in the flat, but you're going to see right here, ball just took off on him.
3rd and 4.
Third down for the Longhorns. Davis following his blockers. First down yardage and then some. He really is a great running quarterback. It's a shame for Leigh fans they didn't see him in action earlier today.
Fake to Donald there, and you see him just following his block there, and you see him peeling off there to the outside and getting about another 4 yards.
So Leigh converts on the 3rd down, fresh set of downs. They will take it. Trailing 20-7, 6:45 left to go in the ball game. So hurry up offense. Donald this time trying to get around the left side. Penalty markers come in. Donald cutting back the middle, still on his feet, bursting toward the end zone. But no one signaling touchdown. Back around the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns with another penalty.
Holding call, huh?
The ball back on the 37. Even though that the penalties had come in, I liked what Donald did on the end of that run.
Yeah, you see Donald right there. Gosh, they were calling it. I don't see where they called it at.
First and long. Still first down. Davis going end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Leigh! What concentration by Tavery Carrasco, hauling it in. The Longhorns within one score, 6:27 left to go.
Nice fake there and nice throw by Davis. You see him just putting it out there. Then a heck of a catch. What a catch by number 8, Carrasco.
Extra point is good. 20-14. Leigh has established its offense in the second half. Silver Creek will have to get it together on offense.
And have they got it together? And I think that extra point's going to come up big there for Leigh.
Big thanks to San Jose City Council member Donald Rocha for his support of this broadcast, his donation. We really appreciate it here at CreaTV. Such tremendous support all season long from various city council members, and a big thanks to Council member Donald Rocha here today.
What a game, Kirsten. And like I said, you're going to look back at that fourth down where that Leigh defense stopped the Raiders. That was a huge play on that fourth down.
Kiera Davis back to receive the Longhorn kick.
Edifa kicks it off. Davis a chance to return. Davis coming up the middle and dropped at the 35. Silver Creek, which has had penalty woes here throughout this game, especially in the second half, with some decent field position after the Davis return.
Yeah, you see Davis just weaving through there and getting good field position.
6:21 left to go.
We got a ball game, Kirsten.
Silver Creek has given up 14 points after jumping out to a 20-0 lead. Leigh did shoot itself in the foot on a number of occasions to help Silver Creek, but this is Davis. And Davis dropped after a gain of 4.
Number 3, Kiera Davis. Nice running off the left side.
See him just going off that left side, and they're going for the ball. You're going to see right here, Davis gets the ball, pick up a 5, but watch at the end here, that tackle by Carrasco. See, he was trying to pull that football out.
Carrasco's all fired up after the big TD catch. For Davis, that was his 10th touchdown in the air. Came into this game with 912 yards. That helped his cause at reaching the 1,000 mark. And the Leigh defense, number 50, has been such a big part of this second half. I'm sorry that neither we nor the PA announcer have him on our rosters.
Yeah, that was a big play by him. Now it's a 3rd and about 4 or 5 here, and this could be a huge play for the Raiders.
And Bueno called upon again when he's needed to coach. He breaks away with a big run.
Nice run by Bueno. Just nice, strong run. And you have to know they were going to go to him. And you have to give the Raiders offensive line credit. He ran through that hole. Big first down for the Raiders.
1st and 10 for Silver Creek at the Leigh 43, 4:48 left in the ball game. 6-point lead for the Raiders. Penalty marker. Flag on the play as the play whistle dead. Our officiating crew very busy today. And another call against the Raiders.
And that call will go against the Raiders.
Yeah, you see right there.
Hale checks in.
And that penalty declined.
One less play. 5-yard penalty.
Penalty is declined. It'll be 2nd and 7.
2nd and 8 for Silver Creek. And Leigh stopping again. That was Bueno. Held to a rare No gain.
Third down for the Raiders.
Yeah, you're going to see Bueno on the counter right here, people pulling, trying to get that ball, and the Longhorns playing in the backfield. This is 4-down territory, so if they don't get it on this 3rd down play here, trust me, they'll go for it on 4th down.
3rd and 8. Leigh has been down, but certainly not out in this one. Another chance for a big stop. Rolling out and deflected. Wow. Looked like Ramirez had made up his mind. He was going to throw that pass no matter what, but you've got to credit Leigh. Dalton Knoll, boy, how many times have we called him today? He's really stood out on defense.
Yeah, you're going to see Ramirez go in there, and Knoll just jumps up with those long arms he has and knock that ball down.
Sadia in for the punt. 3:35 left to go. Silver Creek facing 4th and 8. And Silver Creek looking to down it, but does not take a Raiders bounce. And Leigh with new life. 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the 26-yard line. Coach, this seems to be a theme for these games that we've had. I think back to one of those, our first Saturday game, Santa Teresa and Lincoln. Lincoln trailed that whole game until the final 55 seconds. Who would have known that Lincoln would go on such a run after that game?
And you're getting ready to get a strong dose of Donald right now.
Twin receivers for Davis. Senior lives for situations like these, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Druin. Davis and Donald, they are experienced veterans out on the field, Coach. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he just put a little too much on that. I don't know if he shouldn't have pulled that down and maybe got 6 or 7 yards there.
What does Coach Kyle Padilla call here? Calls Levon Donald's number. Donald trying to break around the corner, cuts back inside, close to the 1st down marker. Leigh fans seem to like it.
What a run by Donald. You're going to see right here, he gets that handoff and just showing that speed. And watch here, look at that straight arm, and watch the end here. Got past that first tackler and got another 2 yards.
3rd and short for the Longhorns. Donald. 1st down yardage and more.
And the hard-running number 5, Levon Donald.
That was all want to right there by Levon Donald. Just wanting that 1st down. You're going to see right here because they have him in the backfield. Look at him. Just keeping those feet moving and getting that 1st down.
We have a player down for Silver Creek. 2:53 left to go. The ball spotted on the Leigh 40. It's been a relatively warm game out there, and Silver Creek's Joseph Herrera, senior captain, being helped out off the field. Placing him in the lineup is Tony Wynn. Silver Creek's defense has played well for the most part. They've got their work cut out for them here, as Donald and Davis seem to be hitting their stride here late in this one. Fresh set of downs for the Longhorns after the Donald run. Davis looking to throw. Evades one pressure. There's a penalty marker in. Davis electing to run. And he's tripped up. Had enough for a 1st down. We saw Eric Troughton making the tackle, but that's going to go against Leigh.
Bring that one back.
You see Davis just making the guy miss. And
I'm not sure. Did they call that on Cosentino, Coach?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was a tough call to make there.
And that hurts for Leigh. 2:33 left on the clock. So from the spot of the foul, it's a 10-yard penalty. And that happened in the backfield. Still first down, but it's 1st and 25 for Leigh. Cosentino breaking off for a big gain, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. But Cosentino hasn't seen a lot of action since Donald entered.
Nice pitch there by Davis, and you see Cosentino right there. Nice yardage for him, running hard, getting out of bounds there too to stop that clock.
2nd and 13 for the Longhorns.
Donald back into the backfield as Cosentino jogs toward the sideline. 2nd and 13 at the 37 for Leigh. 2:12 left in the ball game. Davis again calling his own number, breaking toward the outside, still on his feet. Another first down for Davis, who's pushing players aside. You just feel the want of the seniors, Davis and Donald, every time they've got the ball.
Yeah, you see Davis right here. Look at him. He's just putting this team on his back, he and Donald. And look at him right there. Nice fake right there. And look at this. Just running hard, pushing the kid to get a big-time first down.
What an effort by Davis. 1st and 10. Ball on the 46. Donald coming around the corner, cutting back inside. Another big run by Donald. I'm starting to feel a bit of the weariness of the side-to-side, the lateral pursuit that Silver Creek's been having to do.
Yeah, you see Donald right there just getting the ball and cutting back. And
timeout on the field. Leigh calls a timeout, 1:34 left to go. It's a fresh set of downs for the Longhorns, saving the drama for late in this ball game. Thanks so much to Councilmember Rose Herrera for her support of high school football in Santa Clara County. Thank you so much, Councilmember Rose Herrera, for your generous donation helping us bring you this broadcast on CreaTV Sports. It's Saturday high school football on CreaTV Sports alongside San Jose SaberCat head coach Darren Arbett. I'm Kirsten Fairchilds, and we have got a nail biter here, Coach. We've had a few throughout the season, but Leigh storming back thanks to the play of players like Dalton Nold on defense for sure, and then on offense here late in this ball game. Davis and Donald finally clicking.
that's an understatement. They've been clicking. They've just put this team on their backs. Donald's running hard. He's giving it everything he has. And what can you say about Gabe Davis? He's come in at quarterback and just gave this team a shot in the arm, ignited this offense, and gave it the big spark that it needed.
1st and 10 at the 34. Silver Creek asking its defense to continue to play hard and to find a way to stop this churning Leigh offense. Davis on the option to Donald. Donald looking to throw. It's a wobbler. And you see the interception. Silver Creek. What a play. That ball intercepted by Javier Bernal, the junior. That was an ugly-looking throw.
Yeah. Bernal made a big play there. That was a big play by him. You're going to see Davis pitches the ball to Donald. Donald throws the ball leaning back, and Bernal does a nice job breaking on that, coming up, making a big play. Someone was going to make a big play for either the Longhorns or the Raiders. Bernal stepped up, made a big interception, so his team can win this football game.
It's 1st and 10 at the 20 for Silver Creek. A minute 26 left, Coach. Silver Creek needs to hold on to the football. Hand it off to Bueno. And Bueno trying to stay in bounds.
Run by number 2, Marcus Bueno of the Raiders.
Smart player staying in bounds. You're exactly right. He's doing a nice job just running with that ball and staying in bounds.
And that's a first down.
Raider 30-yard line, first and 10.
Silver Creek. Penalties have appeared to be their downfall or on their way to the downfall, but they've made the plays. First and 10 at the 30. Penalty markers again.
Bueno again on the carry, flag on the field.
Yeah, you see right there, playing in the backfield once again.
False start Raiders.
The Longhorns, defensively, they've really stepped it up here in the second half and to give that offense a lot of opportunities to get into the end zone.
False start was the call, but Leigh declined the penalty. Longhorns call a timeout, 45 seconds remaining. It'll be second and long.
Enjoy some good pizza and support Silver Creek football.
Hey, folks, follow us on Twitter at CreaTV Sports. We'd love to have you follow us on Twitter and find out about upcoming broadcasts and our broadcast schedule of high school football this fall. Darren, that was a huge interception. What can Leigh do here besides trying to strip the ball?
I think they have one more timeout left. It's going to be third down if they hold them here, call a timeout. And then after that, it's going to be tough. They're going to strip the football. They're going to have to strip the football.
Looked like they might have had an opportunity a couple plays ago to push Bueno out of bounds. He did a good job making sure, although they did stop the clock for the first down, obviously. Bueno, first down yardage and more. Bueno cutting toward the sideline, stays in bounds. 35 seconds and ticking.
I think this is it. Bueno, nice run by him. And look at this. What a smart play by him to stay in bounds there, get his feet around, keep him in bounds.
Leigh unable to stop the clock. 10 seconds and counting. The Longhorns had an opportunity late, but they were unable to dig themselves out of the hole. So although a sporadically well-played game by Silver Creek, the Raiders got it done. A 20-14 win over Leigh.
Yes, what a heck of a game. I mean, played hard. Both teams did. What a finish.
Leigh falls to 3-6 overall, 2-4 in Santa Teresa Division play. Silver Creek improves to 4-5 and 4-2. That is huge for the Raiders. Don't you dare go away. Stay tuned. Our CreaTV Sports post-game show up next. Back at Silver Creek in a few minutes.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank Councilmember Donald Rocha for his generous contribution towards the coverage of high school football. It's because of our contributors that CreaTV Sports is able to cover high school football throughout the city of San Jose.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
CreaTV San Jose would like to thank Councilmember Rose Herrera for her generous contribution towards the coverage of high school football. It's because of our contributors that CreaTV Sports is able to cover high school football throughout the city of San Jose.
Back at Silver Creek for the CreaTV Sports post-game show, Kirsten Fairchild's, Darren Arbett 14-0 Silver Creek led at the half. Confusion by Leigh on the kickoff return. Silver Creek recovers. Bueno rattles off 29 yards, but Donald gets Leigh on the scoreboard with a 49-yard run.
Big run by him. He came in, gave his team a shot in the arm, and made it happen.
And then Leigh comes up with the big stop. Coach, you called it. Leigh needed this stop. They got it.
You see it's 4 guys making a stop right there. Huge stop.
Davis, his 10th TD throw of the season. Carrasco with the fingertip catch. Leigh is within 1 score, trailing 20-14. And then, Coach, a bit ill-advised this play?
He threw the ball leaning back. Just probably should have tucked it, ran with it. Tried to get out of bounds to stop the clock, get 4 or 5 yards, but he threw the football. Big play by the Raiders, the interception to seal the game.
The Barnall pick gave Silver Creek the win, and Leigh, which had dismal stats in the first half, really, they were -8 with rushing yardage, Coach. They finished with 198, the 60 passing yards, but you see the 3 turnovers. That really hurt.
Yeah, Donald and Davis came in and made it happen offensively for the Longhorns in the second half.
Silver Creek, well, they had a penalty-laden day. 12 penalties here so late in the season. But look at that, 331 total yards, just the 1 turnover.
Number 2, Bueno, is the reason why they won this football game. He had a tremendous game on defense as well as offense. Every time they needed a big play, he made it happen for his football team.
Your final thoughts?
You got to give Silver Creek credit. They hung in there. They made the plays when they had to. Leigh came back at them strong coming out the second half with, like I said, that Donald and Davis combination. But Silver Creek continued to make plays when they had to win the football game.
Marcus Bueno, what an afternoon. 2 picks, a sack, 17 carries for 177 yards, Coach. That's an average carry of 10.4 yards per carry.
And he did it in big times. Third and long, he would rip off a big run to get the first down for his team. And those interceptions, the sacks, he was all over the field. He's definitely the player of the week in my book.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us on a Saturday. We're back for Friday night football in 6 days. On behalf of my partner today, Darren Arbet, our statistician, Philip Kern, and our entire CreaTV Sports crew, I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. So long from Silver Creek. The Raiders a 20-14 winner over Leigh in Santa Teresa Athletic League play.